मैं लड़ जाना है लहू में एक चिंगारी जिद से जुनू तक है जाना हर कतरा बोल रहा अल्लाह दिल से बन के कफन जग तुरिया तन के मौत नू वाचा मारे थर थर कंबदे सारे
All right, we are live. Today is one such day when I feel overwhelmed, right? The man sitting in front of me, I don't know where to start. He is an IPS officer serving Bihar for the last 3 decades now. Alongside in his policing career, he has also chosen sports as a medium to enable youth, as a medium to enable the population. I mean, he is also the ADG of Bihar Police, and I don't know how many accolades sir has, and I don't know where to start from. But all I can say is it's an absolute honor to host you, sir. Thank you so much for making time and taking out the time to speak to us today.
Thank you very much, Ronak, for the nice introduction. I feel humbled to be on this show.
Absolutely. So as we start today, we recently celebrated the 78th Independence Day. भारत का 78th Independence Day था बहुत 2 दिन पहले, and in the next 10 to 12 days we are also going to celebrate the National Sports Day, है ना? तो उसमें हमने ये सोचा कि अगर ये सब चीजें चल ही रहा है, मतलब amidst all of these things, why don't we host a session where we speak about the government, the sporting landscape, and what all our reputed institutions are doing to promote sports in the country. So before we get into that, like I said, Mr. Sankaran is a man of many talents. So I wanted to ask him कि इतने options थे sir आपके पास as an IPS officer, you could have done so many things. Why did you choose sports?
Number one, I have not left policing. Let me be very clear.
Absolutely.
I am still a police officer, and my profession is police, policing, but my passion is sports. And whatever I have to do as a police officer, I have done for the past 26, 27 years. So now the government of Bihar was kind enough to give me this position and giving me all supports, whatever is needed to develop sports in Bihar. So I am living my passion. So this is how it is. So, and second thing, why sports? I was born in a sports family. My father belongs to the first batch of NAS passed out, National Institute of Sports Patiala passed out athletic coach, and he has produced many national level athletes. And my mother was a volleyball player, so I think it's destiny. And कूल में खेल दौड़ रहा बॉस, बस इतना ही हम कर सकते हैं.
Absolutely. Coming from a sporting family, आप एक sports family से है, तो I mean it was natural कि आपका sports में कुछ तो होना ही था. I am assuming you have also played sports while you were young, so maybe you can tell us a bit about the type of sports you have played, and whether sports has helped you become a better individual and a professional. Sports का क्या role रहा है आपके life में?
Before that, I forgot to mention about my grandfather also. He was a wrestler,
okay.
And even today in my district, on his name, अखाड़ा चलता है, wrestling का अखाड़ा चलता है. तो again, okay. Having said that, I was initially inducted into basketball, I was introduced to sports at an age of 6 years, and I was playing basketball. Since my father was an athletic coach, he made me play almost every game. But I liked playing more of basketball, and I represented Tamil Nadu state for the mini nationals. So I wanted to continue as a basketball player, but since my father being an athletic coach, he suggested me and he recommended I was allowing you to do all these games, play all these games, so that your body gets used to all kinds of activities, and then he brought me into athletics, and even in athletics he made me do decathlon, which is 10 events. So first I was doing decathlon, then among those 10 events he he saw good talent in me in 110 meters hurdles. So finally I was doing 110 meters hurdles as an athlete. So it so happened.
Wow.
Yeah. So यही है मेरा रास्ता है. सभी गेम खेलता हूँ, and I think because of that only I could do well as an athlete also, because all the motor ability, the stamina, the endurance, everything, I didn't need to work much or especially for that, because सभी games खेलते थे, whether it is indoor or outdoors, तो ऑटोमेटिकली हो गया. एंड बाद में, नाउ सी इफ यू रीड एनी बुक्स नाउ, everybody is saying the same thing which my father did to me 30 years back. Yeah, more than that, 30-40 years back. Because now people are saying don't specialize at a young age. Let the sports person play whatever they want to play. Don't specialize. Even in athletics they say let them do whatever event, multiple events, heptathlon, pentathlon, decathlon. Let them let the specialization take place after a particular age. So this is what the science is also saying these days, and every renowned sports person is saying the same thing, which my father did to me 30-35 years back. And for your question, how it has shaped my personality, what I am today is only because of sports.
Oh my God.
Yes, one and only because of sports. The all-round personality, that is only because of sports. Whether it is, देखिए मैं simple चीज बता रहा हूँ. There are so many business schools in the world and in the country, and the maximum number of books are written on management, whether it is leadership, team management, team building, strategic management, so many things. But without going to a B school, I learned all the management principles by playing a sport. जितना भी आप बी स्कूल में पढ़ाते हैं वो मुझे स्पोर्ट्स खेल के समझ में आ गया है. And whatever I acquired through sports, I am implementing now. Since I was a sports person, and I played almost every game except for polo and billiards, वो सब मैं नहीं खेला है, बाकी सारा गेम मैं खेल चुका हूँ. So now I am able to understand the nitty-gritty of each and every game, and I am able to find talent. If some boy is playing volleyball, I am able to see इस बच्चे में या इस बच्ची में कुछ टैलेंट है कि नहीं. मतलब I think because of my father and because of my training, my eyes have tuned to look at the talent. Even in a crowd of 100, I can spot, okay, ये बच्चा अच्छा करेगा या ये बच्ची अच्छी करेगी. So this has developed in me, and वो जो sportsman spirit जो बोलते हैं ना लोग, sportsmanship, sportsman spirit, like for example, when you make a mistake in life, anybody and everybody will point out somebody else या some other thing, मतलब उसके कारण ये हुआ है मेरी जिंदगी में, या उस आदमी के चलते, या उस कारण के चलते ये हुआ. But in the sport, in a team game or whatever, if the team doesn't win, the captain owns. He doesn't blame it on the team. He doesn't blame it on others. Right? So you take the blame. मतलब सही हो गलत हो,
Absolutely.
जीत हो हार हो, आप अपने ऊपर ले लेते हैं. आप गोलकीपर पर या अपने टीममेट पर आप ब्लेम नहीं करते हैं. ये अपने आप इनबिल्ट हो जाता है. So that happened in my profession also, boss. Wherever I went wrong, I never punished my junior colleagues or my subordinate staffs. I took the blame on me because I was the leader for them. So ये सब ये सब क्या बोलते हैं, ये सब
Building
कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग
things.
या कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग भी स्पोर्ट्स से हो गया था. एंड सब लोग बोलते हैं ना, जब गिर जाओगे तो उठने के सीखो तभी आगे बढ़ोगे. भैया खेल में तो हम गिरते ही रहते हैं और उठते ही रहते हैं. तो ये भी हमको कोटेशन पढ़ के नहीं सीखा है, हम गिर के उठ के सीखे हैं. तो स्पोर्ट्स टीचर्स यू एवरीथिंग. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a fantastic segue. मतलब ऐसा start होगा मैं समझा नहीं था. Thank you so much for the words of wisdom. And just a small suggestion to all our viewers, आज के डेट में भी जो लोग UPSC aspirants है, it's a huge number. So for them, alongside academics, as like Sir said, sports can also play a crucial role in your development and while you are doing your preparations as well. तो आप सर से सुनिए and you can maybe take away some points and apply that as well, right? So coming to a different section of thoughts now, that is, आप Olympics में गए थे पेरिस में very recently. While I had my last conversation with you, you were at the Olympics and you stayed there for a long while. I don't know the exact dates, but you have been there for a long while and you saw the entire thing unfold in front of your eyes. And मैंने जब आपके साथ last time भी बात किया, तो you were talking a lot about how your experience was and what all we can learn from it. तो आप थोड़ा सा experience पहले बताइए, क्योंकि this is the largest show on this planet. So how was your experience?
Yeah. First of all, I have to thank my government. Government of Bihar was really kind enough, and they had sent me to see this Olympics and learn something and observe something and come back and contribute to the development of sports in Bihar. So when I went there, see, for any sports person, getting into an Olympic stadium is like a Mecca or Benares or Vatican City. For me, it was like that. When I entered that Olympic stadium, the words can't express my feelings, the emotions, the tears rolled down. So I was just witnessing Olympics right in front of me and live. तो सभी खिलाड़ियों को ये सपना रहता है कि या मैं खेलने जाऊं, या एज अ कोच जाऊं, या एज अ spectator जाऊं. So it was dream come true for me. Of course, my father wanted me to be an Olympian, but I could not fulfill his dream. But Government of Bihar, fulfilled my father's dream by sending me there as an observer. Okay, now coming to observations. Number one, when it comes to sports infrastructure, what I saw was, everything is temporary. In the sense that you can just dismantle everything and close shop and go. You don't need to construct 10, 12 stadiums to conduct Olympics or nothing like that. Everything was makeshift kind of a thing. एकदम खड़ा कर दिया और एकदम जरूरत नहीं है हटा दिया. We can easily do it. I think we should stop spending more on civil works right? But we should spend more on the FOP, field of play. बच्चे को खिलाड़ी को चाहिए खेलने का जगह, बच्चे को खिलाड़ी को गैलरी का जरूरत नहीं है. सो या द गैलरी जब जरूरत हो तब उस समय हम खड़ा कर सकते हैं, और जब जरूरत नहीं है तो हटा सकते हैं. तो माय रिक्वेस्ट टू एवरीबडी whoever is watching, everybody would be कि go for environment friendly and low cost sports infrastructure, and it should be for training purposes. When you want to organize a bigger event like this, that time you do whatever you want to. Otherwise, please don't spend money on erecting huge infrastructure. This is one observation I saw there. And second, what I saw there was whoever was there, the participants, the Olympians, they were enjoying the games. They were enjoying their event. They were taking pleasure. That was the highest pleasure, which one sportsman can get. I didn't see any anxiety or stress on anybody's face whenever they entered the stadium or whenever they entered a court. They all were rejoicing like anything. It was happy moment for everybody. But there is a big but. When I saw our athletes, Indian sportspersons, barring few experienced sportspersons like Harmanpreet, Shrijesh, Sindhu, Neeraj Chopra, they are all seasoned and एक जगह पर पहुंचे हुए हैं. So I didn't see any anxiety or stress or pressure on their faces. But rest of them I could see, because I was seeing them from a close distance. Whenever an American athlete or a Britain athlete or a France athlete, whoever, when they entered the stadium, they used to enter, they used to dance, they used to jump, they used to, enjoy the moment. I was happy to see that. I don't think they were having this thing in their mind कि मेरे को medal जीतना है या मेरे को win करना है. वो pressure नहीं देखा था उन लोगों की expressions में. But हमारा young players जो गए हैं, all kudos to them. They really fought well. They did so many, wonderful display of sporting talent by Indian athletes, no doubt about it. But where we went slightly, I won't say wrong, where थोड़ा सा हमें कमी था, वो anxiety management, pressure management, especially crowd pressure management. See, if you allow me to speak for another 1 minute on this, I would
no, definitely. Please go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I would definitely like to compare our Olympians with the cricketers of our country. Cricketers के साथ क्या है ना, day in day out they play in front of huge crowds, and they are also trolled and appreciated in all the social media platforms, and they get used to it, and they got used to it. तभी तो विराट कोहली हो या धोनी हो, लास्ट बॉल में भी 6 मार लेते हैं बिना कोई, एकदम आराम से कूलली एकदम मार लेते हैं. They are least bothered about the cheering crowd, about the social media pressure, nothing. But हमारा ओलंपियंस जो भी इवेंट हो, बहुत 4 साल में एक बार ऐसा क्राउड देखने को मिलता है उनको, और 4 साल में एक बार इतना क्राउड के साथ. वो भी इस साल खास करके मैं देख रहा था, इंडियंस का क्राउड बहुत ज्यादा था हर स्टेडियम में. खुशी की बात है. I was very happy to see, and I was also hugging and shaking hands with so many Indians, whomever I met. But when our player was on the court or on the track, when the crowd starts cheering, जीतेगा तो जीतेगा, इंडिया ही जीतेगा, that time, yeah, it's a good mahal, good environment. But our Olympians were not probably trained for this.
So they succumbed to the pressure is what you're referring to.
Yeah.
At some level or the other.
Some level or the other, there was a pressure under them. Something was going on that I can see on the face of the athletes, and I will not name anybody. Because it won't be proper on my part. But I could see that because बगल से भी आमने सामने भी देख रहा था, और वहाँ बहुत बड़ा बड़ा टीवी स्क्रीन में क्लोज शॉट्स दिखाता था, फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस, तो आदमी को नजर यू कैन फील इट तो वो वहाँ ये हुआ. तो आई थिंक नाउ वी शुड कॉन्सेंट्रेट. स्किल में कोई कमी नहीं है बॉस, स्किल में कोई कमी नहीं है हमारा इंडियन प्लेयर्स का, इंडियन ओलंपियंस का. टैलेंट है, स्किल है, सब कुछ है. एक ही चीज ये है कि मेंटल ट्रेनिंग का जरूरत, बहुत जरूरत है. एंड दे शुड हैव पर्सनल स्पोर्ट्स साइकोलॉजिस्ट या स्पोर्ट्स मेंटल ट्रेनर्स, व्हाटएवर द नेम मे बी, आई डोंट नो, बट मेंटल ट्रेनिंग का बहुत बहुत जरूरत है, स्पेशली व्हेन यू परफॉर्म इन फ्रंट ऑफ a huge crowd like this, cheering crowd. Or learn from the cricketers, or you simulate such kind of atmosphere to them, or keep conducting more and more of matches. देखिए cricketers को IPL एक बहुत बड़ा मौका है, and they play with all the other country cricketers in one team, right? IPL का team mixture of every cricketer all around the world, so they know each other, they know how they bowl, they know how they bat, how they feel, everything. बट हमारे ओलंपियंस जो बाकी सब गेम्स में प्रीमियर लीग होता ही नहीं है, एक्सेप्ट फॉर प्रो कबड्डी. थोड़ा बहुत वो भी अच्छे से कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अदरवाइज किसी और गेम में इतना मौका मिलता नहीं है. आई थिंक वी शुड हैव मोर एंड मोर ऑफ प्रीमियर लीग्स इन अदर इवेंट्स आल्सो, whether it is badminton, whether it is athletics, whether it is boxing, wrestling, fencing, whatever it is. We have to have premier leagues conducted in the country so that they get to play with the other players of the other countries, and they get used to all these kinds of cheering, ye wo, branding. आप समझ गए मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ.
The glitz and glamour needs to be taught to the players, है ना. ये naturally नहीं आता है,
नहीं आता बॉस, नहीं आता. एंड देखिए सिंपल चीज है, हम एज एन इंडियन वहां बैठे हुए थे, जब नीरज चोपड़ा जैवलिन लेके दौड़ने का शुरू हो रहा था, मेरा हार्ट बीट यहाँ बढ़ रहा था, धक 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 हो रहा था, एकदम मेरा मुंह सूख रहा था, बिकॉज आई वांटेड हिम टू थ्रो मोर देन 90, आई वांटेड हिम टू क्रॉस 90, तो मेरा धक 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 हो रहा था यहाँ. जब ऐसा स्पेक्टेटर मेरे को हो रहा है तो उनको कितना होगा, I'm just but Harmanpreet and Srijesh, hockey, Indian team captain, and Srijesh, goalkeeper, they both exhibited and expressed what a wonderful mental strength. They were mentally too strong, and they both took the team along whenever they were missing things. They were the pillars of support.
So they were true leaders of the team and the Indian contingent.
Yes, that is because of their experience. 2006 से Srijesh goalkeeping कर रहा है, कितना बड़ा experience है. तो ये है, and Premier League हर गेम में होना बहुत जरूरी है, ताकि बाकी सब देश का प्लेयर्स के साथ आपको खेलने का मौका मिलेगा, and you will get used to it.
सर हम 6 मेडल्स जीत के आए ओलंपिक्स में, 6 मेडल्स जीते, जिसमें से 1 सिल्वर है, 5 ब्रोंज है. आई नो medal shouldn't be the count, or maybe the level, it shouldn't define the level of success or how much as a sporting nation we have progressed. Why I am asking this to you is because 6 तो हम जीते, 7 ऐसे भी थे जो हम बहुत क्लोज गए और हार गए, है ना. जो आर्चरी में हुआ, शूटिंग में हुआ, वेट लिफ्टिंग में हुआ, रेसलिंग में हुआ और बैडमिंटन में हुआ. तो आपने तो 2-3 पॉइंट्स बोले कि ये one is the succumbing to the pressure, second is environment शायद से हम दे नहीं पा रहे अपने एथलीट्स को जिसमें वो लोग थ्राइव करें. What are the other challenges? क्योंकि out of these some players were also quite seasoned, जो पहले शायद से ओलंपिक मेडल जीत चुके हैं, तो वो भी नहीं कर पाए. तो कहाँ पे गैप है सर आपके हिसाब से?
Gap, I am not seeing any gap in training or skill, or our coaches are really good enough to train our athletes, whatever the game may be.
Mhm.
I think more of science has to be involved in this. Science and technology shall matter
When
in
you
developing.
say science and technology, sir, can you please define, because अपने ऑडियंस को शायद से पता नहीं होगा कि साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजी स्पोर्ट्स में क्या इम्प्लीकेशन हो सकता है, अगर आप थोड़ा सा डिटेल्स में बताएं.
देखिए लाइक डॉक्टर की बेटा डॉक्टर ही बनता है, टीचर के बेटा टीचर ही बनता है, यू नो, बट not necessary a sportsman's son or daughter has to become a sportsman. Number one. Number two, whatever the physical education teacher in the school uh, asks one to play, so they take up the game. Or I can talk about Bihar. When I meet the sports children, I ask every children, why have you picked up football? Why have you picked up kabaddi? He or she says, गांव का भैया खेलते थे, गांव का दीदी खेलती थी. So whatever they saw, whatever they were introduced to, they picked up. So there was no scientific method of picking up a game or training, scouting them scientifically. ठीक है, बहुत सारा लोग scientifically करते हैं, but I think we should use science. And what I mean by technology is आज की तारीख में बहुत सारा anthropometric measurements and motor abilities का measure करना, बहुत सारा चीज आगे हैं टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करके. तो you can, based upon your anthropometric measurements, you can be given a game which will suit your body physical condition and psychological conditions, and one should be developed in that particular sport. Not that, see, again, I'm not criticizing my own father, but the fact remains is I wanted to play basketball, that interested me. When he took me out of basketball and put me in athletics, I was feeling really, really worried and stressed up. उस एज में.
Okay.
But as a coach,
And this is what age, sir? आप अगर बता पाए कौन सा एज
14,
था
15,
कितना age?
14, 15, 14, 15. So
Quite young. Yeah.
yeah. So disinterestedly I went into athletics. So this also one thing. आज की तारीख में मेरा अपना ग्राउंड में भी देखता हूँ, पेरेंट्स कम एंड दे टेल मेरे बच्चे को बैडमिंटन खेलना, मेरे बच्चे को टीटी सिखाइए, मेरे बच्चे को फुटबॉल सिखाइए. When I ask the kid says, अंकल मुझे बैडमिंटन नहीं खेलना, मुझे ये खेलना है. So the first is the parents should stop forcing it on their children कि तुम यही खेलोगे या तुमको यही खेलना है, just because the parent loves that game. It doesn't work that way. So allow the children to play whatever they want, then scout them scientifically and using technology, train them and develop them. This is one gap which I saw. And second gap which I saw was keep all other countries, they provide huge opportunities for sports person during their college time. When they finish their school, if you are not academically not sound, doesn't matter. If you are good in sports, you are taken by any of the college, whether it is Stanford, Oxford, Cambridge, whoever it is. They pick you up and they train you in the university. You are specialized in that event and they do it. इंडिया में हम अभी कर नहीं रहे हैं वो, वो करना बहुत जरूरी
बिट्स एंड पीसेस में. हाँ, बहुत ही कम है सर. जैसे अपने एकेडमी में एक प्लेयर था जो अच्छा खेला और स्टैनफोर्ड में उसको थ्रू स्पोर्ट्स उसको एक मौका मिला. तो ऐसे बच्चे कुछ है, बट आई थिंक द अवेयरनेस इज आल्सो नॉट देयर ना सर. आपको क्या लगता है इसके बारे में?
एग्जैक्टली. इसमें पेरेंट्स एंड स्कूल टीचर्स एंड कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटीज, दे ऑल शुड collaborate and come and follow the model of the other countries. See, for example, recently I read an article which was published in the Stanford University ka ek article. 22 gold medalists are from Stanford University, from Olympics.
Sochi.
and they are winning medals right from 19 what to say 19 Munich Olympics का 1972 से 1972 से हर ओलंपिक में मेडल विनर स्टैनफोर्ड का है, whether it is swimming, athletics, whatever, cycling, fencing. They have chosen 11 games, 11 sports. They call it as 11 sport. So 11 sports में they take children and they train them. And what happens is यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स को जो इम्पोर्टेंस है ना वहाँ बाकी सब देश में, हमारा कंट्री में यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स का वैल्यू खत्म हो गया बॉस. मेरे समय में यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स का बहुत सारा वैल्यू था और नॉर्मल नेशनल चैंपियनशिप से ज्यादा कंपटीशन, ज्यादा टफ होता था यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स. आजकल यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स में कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है. एंड वहां का यूनिवर्सिटीज में इट इज द सेम प्लेयर्स हु आर कंपीटिंग एट यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल आर कंपीटिंग एट ओलंपिक्स.
So from NCAA they go to the elite sports. NCAA करके उनका वो जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है यूएसए में, वहां से.
एग्जैक्टली. ये मेरा दूसरा गैप मैंने देखा. तीसरा गैप
यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स, उसको ऊपर लाना है हमें.
यूनिवर्सिटी गेम. तीसरा करेक्ट, कोच एंड एथलीट का बॉन्डिंग. माय गॉड, माइंड बॉगलिंग. भैया हमारा देश का सिद्धांत है गुरु शिष्य रिलेशनशिप. वो गुरु शिष्य रिलेशनशिप यहाँ खत्म होते हुए मैं देख रहा हूँ. आज की तारीख में बच्चे एक कोच के साथ स्टिक नहीं करते हैं, या trust between the coach and the athlete. What I saw there was superb. They are like two bodies and one soul types. They are one and they work together. I don't know what is it. Something is missing there. The trust between the coach and the athlete is a big miss. ये मेरा अपना ऑब्जर्वेशन.
नहीं, आप सही बात बोल.
ये तीन गैप मैंने देखा वो. या
क्या आपको लगता है कि यहाँ पे कोच एजुकेशन का गैप है? मतलब कोच का जो एजुकेशन है वो सही से नहीं हो रहा है, इसलिए वो बच्चों को वो ट्रांसफर नहीं कर पा रहे.
I will say yes. ये बिग yes. Coach development program is a big must thing. I will say yes. Coach development program होना जरूरी है.
Got it. जैसे आपने बिहार का बात बोला सर, बिहार के बाद में थोड़ा सा आते हैं. मैं तो बिहार खुद गया था आपके साथ. मैं वहाँ पे मिल के आया पहली बार. I mean, I was spellbound. I'll be very honest. मैं एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था कि पाटलिपुत्रा स्पोर्ट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स में ये चल रहा है. मैं जब गया और वहाँ पे देखा, I was like, wow. We need to market this better. What is happening in Bihar? So Bihar is now on the cusp of building its first sports university in a city named Rajgir. The bill has been passed. Bihar has also taken an initiative of Medal Lao Naukri Pao, which is an athlete who gets a medal at a state or national level, gets a job as per the grades and whatever. So sir can explain that. And multiple other things are happening. So in the last 5 years, sir, आप थोड़ा सा बताइए कि क्या चल रहा है बिहार में in terms of sporting activities.
बिहार में इधर sports development के लिए बिहार सरकार, बिहार government has done so many things and they got so many policies drafted and implemented. One is, as you rightly said, sports recruitment policy. It's new sports recruitment policy. In Hindi, it is called as Medal Lao Naukri Pao. It's simple. You just whoever wins a medal at an international or a national level, it is they based on their achievement at national international level, the grades are fixed. And once you win, we will open web portal once in a year. So you come and apply, you upload your certificate based on your achievement, the grade pay is fixed and you get the appointment. So you don't need to undergo any trials, nothing. You don't wait for the advertisement to come and you don't need to go into a bureaucratic red tapeism or whatever process, nothing. See, you have already proved yourself. If you are a medalist in an affiliated, recognized game and a championship, what else we want? So, आप medalist हो गए, you have been already judged. हम कौन होते हैं? फॉर एग्जाम्पल फेंसिंग में मेरा एक बच्चा आकाश एशियन गेम्स जाके आया था लास्ट ईयर. He was part of the Indian team. When he applies, पहले के सिस्टम में ये था यू हैव टू अपीयर फॉर द ट्रायल्स, और ट्रायल्स में कौन कौन बैठते हैं, जिनका फेंसिंग के बारे में जानकारी नहीं है वो बैठते हैं, तो वो क्या आपको सेलेक्ट करेंगे, वो क्या देखेंगे आपसे when you have already proved your point. So we eliminated all these bureaucratic processes. We have made it simple. Bring the medal, get your employment. So under this scheme, 71 Bihar athletes have been given good posts, and many of them have been given gazetted posts also. Many of them have been given sub-inspector of police. बहुत लोग को मिला है. And
मैं तो मिल के भी आया उनसे, कुछ लोगों से मैं मिला भी वहाँ पे जाके.
And second is the sports scholarship policy, which has now we have opened the portal and we have invited applications. उसमें 3 stages है, उत्कर्ष, सक्षम and प्रेरणा. उत्कर्ष is the elite, so whoever goes to Olympics or Asian Games or whatever international recognized championship, they'll be given 20 lakhs per year as scholarship fee.
Wow.
To take care of all their needs. Yeah. And Saksham mein, whoever is a national medalist or whoever wins a medal in the national, so he or she will be given the scholarship. That is to the tune of 5 lakhs per year. And Prerna mein, grassroots level, uske liye we are organizing a massive talent hunt program called Mashal. We are going to conduct talent scouting programs in 39,000 middle and high schools, wherein we will be scouting 60 lakh children. 60 lakh children. If this happens successfully, and I am pretty sure it will happen successfully, this will be, if I am not wrong, this will be the largest talent scouting program in sports in the entire world. It is in because it is it is going to happen in 39,000 schools and 60 lakh children. So huge. I think so. So ये कर रहे हैं. तो इस बेसिस पर हम ग्रास रूट लेवल पर स्काउट करके प्रेरणा की स्कीम में 3 lakhs per year स्कॉलरशिप हम लोग देने का पॉलिसी सरकार ने इम्प्लीमेंट किया है. So this is second policy. Third policy is sports club at the panchayat level. Okay. That also has been passed. So in every panchayat of Bihar, there are almost 8,450 or 433 panchayats. So in every panchayat, we will be setting up a sports club. In fact, the locals of that panchayat, they will form their club and they will get affiliated from us, and they will be provided financial assistance whenever they are needed, and need-based equipments, everything, kits will be given to them. So this is the third policy. So iska aap, if you take it, why we have implemented these 3 programs. Mashal is for talent scouting. Second, the scholarship policy and the panchayat school policy, panchayat club policy is for retaining the talent. Talent retention. Once you scout it, then you retain the talent by giving them training and scholarship and all those things. Then third is the talent retention. How can you retain the talent? By guaranteeing them jobs. The job security जब आप दे दिए, then he or she is निश्चिंत. So even under this recruitment policy, they have to play for another 5 years since the day they get their appointment letter. So 5 साल तो आपको खेलना ही है, तभी आपको confirmation होगा. So आपको खेलना ही है. So when these 3 things are taken care of, बच्चा खेलेगा नहीं. So this is how we have strategized.
मतलब सबसे बड़ा सर प्रॉब्लम तो ये भी था इंडिया में कि पेरेंट्स बच्चों को बोलते थे कि 13 से 14 साल के बाद बोलते थे कि अभी चूज करो, ठीक है, अभी चूज करो, पढ़ाई करना है कि स्पोर्ट्स खेलना है. मैक्सिमम लोग पढ़ाई चूज करते थे क्योंकि स्पोर्ट्स में तो लिमिटेड अपॉर्चुनिटीज है. बट अगर गवर्नमेंट जैसे बिहार ने ये इनिशिएटिव लिया है, if this is replicated by multiple states, then the potential is huge. The potential is just massive. So thank you. I mean, thanks to you and people in the government who have taken this initiative. See, I am a young person. I have also played to a certain extent. मुझे भी ये सब नहीं मिला. ठीक है. I also didn't get this. So now when I see that this initiative is coming up, I feel this is fantastic. I mean, this is the need of the hour for our country. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, sir, for doing this. Bringing this, just switching to my next question. जैसा कि हमने डिस्कस किया, आपने बोला शायद से 8,000 पंचायत है बिहार में. तो अभी उसमें कितने लोग हैं मुझे नहीं पता. बिहार का पॉपुलेशन कितना है, आई सीरियसली हैव नो क्लू. सो इफ वी कंसिडर इंडिया at large, India is a continent, मतलब more than a country, it's a continent. It's huge, and it's very diverse. It's very, people are different in different regions. तो लेकिन कंसिडरिंग दैट ऑल्सो, अगर आप देखेंगे कि इंडिया का स्पोर्ट्स प्लेइंग जो पॉपुलेशन है, जो लोग स्पोर्ट्स खेलते हैं, दैट इज मैसिवली लो, है ना. दैट इज मैसिवली लो. एंड फॉर अस टू इंक्रीज दैट, जो कंट्रीब्यूशन बिहार का है, ऐसे और कौन से स्कीम्स है जो others or in the government that you plan to do in the future? ये 3 चीज तो आपने बताया ही है. इसके अलावा और क्या रिक्वायरमेंट्स है कि ताकि हम और लोगों को खेलने के लिए प्रेरणा दें?
देखिए, हर ब्लॉक में वी आर गोइंग टू कम अप विथ मिनी स्टेडियम्स. ऑफ कोर्स 240 जगह पर बाउंड्री वॉल करा के वी हैव ईयरमार्क्ड द एरिया फॉर द मिनी स्टेडियम्स. वी आर गोइंग टू डेवलप दैट स्पोर्ट्स इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर at block level, so that the boy or a girl gets an opportunity to play whatever game he or she wanted to play. Number one. Number two, by introducing this Panchayati Sports Club, we are introducing the club culture. जो आप गैप एनालिसिस हमसे पूछ रहे थे, ओलंपिक्स में आप क्या देख के आए हैं, क्या गैप है, दिस इज another gap. बाकी सब कंट्रीज में, whether he's an athlete or a footballer or a volleyball player or a rugby player, they all belong to a club. They have that club culture. When they come for Olympics, when they come for the Olympics, they represent their country. Otherwise, club tournaments, club leagues, itna hote rehta, so many things keep happening. So we have to develop this club culture in the state and in throughout the country. So this has to happen. Then only more and more kids will come and participate and start playing. This is second. And third, the physical PT period, the school mein. The PT period should be made compulsory. I would even go to an extent of recommending sports as a subject should be made mandatory.
When you say sports as a subject should be made mandatory, how do we implement that? मतलब क्या है वो exactly? बहुत लोगों को वो भी शायद से ना पता हो, तो अगर आप थोड़ा सा वो बताएं कि how is sports a subject?
Every student in the school has to choose a sport, and he has to undergo, he or she has to play that sport, and based on his abilities, जैसे you introduce a subject and you keep testing him, midterm test, quarterly, half-yearly, annual exam. Similarly, you keep conducting tests, you keep conducting competitions, and based on that you give him marks, give her marks, and he has to compulsorily pass. It should be a mandatory subject, and it's not only a game but overall physical education. Physical education should be a mandatory subject where you teach them about all sports, games, make it a subject. It may be bit, less of theory and more of practical. We can do it. वो हो जाता तो everybody has to play. There is no other way. मतलब स्कूल का नियम है, स्कूल में नियम ही बन गया कि sports as a subject you have. They say language is mandatory to pass. Even in UPSC, in our own exam. लैंग्वेज इज अ मैंडेटरी पेपर, हमको लिखना ही लिखना है, उसमें पास करना ही करना है. तो सिमिलरली इन स्कूल मेक स्पोर्ट्स एज अ कंपलसरी पेपर, कंपलसरी सब्जेक्ट, बहुत लोग खेलने आ जाएंगे.
बिल्कुल.
तो आपका सवाल का जवाब मिल जाएगा.
Absolutely. And playing is a primal need for every human beings. We are tuned to
Yeah,
play something or the other. तो वो तो है ही, बच्चे खेलना तो चाहते हैं, उनको मौका मिलना चाहिए. So
correct,
that
correct,
is there.
correct.
We spoke about the initiatives, sir, कि हम क्या-क्या initiatives ले रहे हैं बिहार में. What is your vision? When I say vision, what are the goals that you have set for yourself in the next 10 years? If you can talk a bit about that. कि next 10 साल में कहाँ तक पहुँच जाएंगे हम लोग?
Okay. 2022, when I joined this post as DG Sports, Bihar Sports Authority, State Sports Authority, we organized a sports conclave wherein we invited many Dronacharya awardees, many Arjuna awardees, and many sports administrators, and we requested them to give us a roadmap, how to go about it, what should be our vision, mission, how to go about it, and they all gave us a wonderful roadmap, and we are following that roadmap. तो उसमें उस conclave में our goal, a goal was set that from Bihar, at least one boy or one girl should go to Olympics as part of Indian team in 2028 Olympics. So we should be planning accordingly. But
You mean the LA Games, no? The LA Games in
LA
28.
Games, Los Angeles 2028 Games.
Correct.
But
Got
you
it.
see, it's such a pleasure for us. Two of them went this year itself. हमारा target 2028 था, and Shri Singh went for the trap shooting, and Shailesh Kumar is on his way for the Paralympics in the event high jump. So two athletes from Bihar is now part of the Indian contingent for the Olympics and for the Paralympics. So 2028 का जो ये था मिशन था वो 2024 में अचीव हो गया. So now I have to move forward. We have to move forward. So we are now setting a target for us. 2028 में तो हम जाएंगे ही. Maybe instead of 2, we might go 4 or 5 or 6. I don't know that. But हम जाएंगे ही जाएंगे. We'll be part of the Indian team in our high priority games. Whatever. But हमारा टारगेट ये है 2032 ओलंपिक्स में हमको मेडल लेना. We have to get a medal in 2032 Olympics. So I have 8 years to go. So ये हमारा टारगेट है. So we are keeping this as our goal and we are marching towards it.
Fantastic. I mean, I am sure and I am confident that you will definitely, not just you, the entire state of Bihar will achieve this goal together because of the steps that the government is taking. Why don't you speak a bit about the sports university at Rajgir? क्या चल रहा है वहाँ पे?
Okay. On 29th of August, on the National Sports Day, the government of Bihar is going to dedicate 100-acre में बना हुआ huge sports academy, which will cater to 23 sports and games. And we are also coming up with the sports university. And the most important part of this inauguration is the first AstroTurf field for hockey has been done and constructed at Rajgir Sports Academy, and that AstroTurf hockey field is going to be inaugurated by our own Indian women hockey team, which won gold in the last Asian Games and who were fourth in the Tokyo Olympics. So our own Indian women hockey team will play there, and they are going to inaugurate our first AstroTurf hockey. And we have many programs to come in the future also. And that Rajgir Sports Academy will act as our state center of excellence. Wherein Eklavya sports schools we have, residential schools, वहाँ से बच्चा निकल के the next stage is in every commissionerates. We have 9 commissionerates. we are coming up with again low-cost sports infrastructure. So that will act as a next step when he or she comes out of the Eclave Sports School. We will get into that high performance center, you can call it, or whatever. So once he crosses that level, then the elite athletes all will come to that Rajgir Sports Academy, and it is open to all. It's not only for athletes of Bihar, because it's a sports infrastructure which should be made available to every Indian. Please come and use it. We are ready to provide the facilities for you, because for the past 2 years, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, even Hyderabad, Punjab, Haryana, all these states helped our sports person to get themselves trained in their own sports infrastructure, wherever they have developed. So it's now our turn. Even Odisha also extended their arms openly for the past 2 years. So now it is our turn. Now we have come up with the sports academy. Whoever wants to come and practice, whoever wants to have a camp here, most welcome. It's open for the country.
Is it also open for sports fans like me to go and visit, sir?
Of course, yes. Of course, yes. It goes without saying. Most welcome. Not only for the sports, entire sports fraternity. Please come and be part of our sports ecosystem.
Absolutely. I mean, this is phenomenal. Like I said, when I was in Bihar and I got the news, when I saw the complexes and whatever is happening, I was spellbound. I knew, Bihar is progressing in terms of sports development, that we are seeing across sports. The number of Bihar, people from Bihar who are coming up the ranks and stuff. But I mean, whatever is happening right now is phenomenal. And I hope this continues. The support from government remains. There are more people like you who come up and take the initiative, because we need people like you, I'll be very honest, to take the onus and move this forward, right? So, yeah, I mean, that brings me to the last question of today's conversation. There's a very famous quote by Nelson Mandela, where he says that sport has the power to unite the world and can transcend all genders or whatever, things that divide us as people, and can unite the world. So what, according to you, is the role of sports in nation building at large?
See, I firmly believe, and I practice also, and I tell my sports children also, sports is the only one thing which makes you, a good person. And when you wear the sports kit, whether you are a footballer or a kabaddi player or an athlete, when you wear it, you belong to a sports fraternity. You don't even think about, no sports person even asks and thinks about to which caste his teammate belongs to which religion he belongs to which state he belongs to. He's least bothered. His concentration is only on passing the ball, passing the relay baton, going along with the team to make his team win. So, sports ke alawa, except for sports, but for what? Nothing in this world can unite everybody as one. This I firmly believe. I always tell my sports kids, please see, why does all the sports persons wear the same uniform? Look, same color, same design, everything. Because to tell you that you are just a sports person. You don't belong to any particular place or religion or caste. You belong to this country. See, when I saw there in Olympics, the Indian team as a whole, when the crowd was cheering there, whether it was in badminton court, whether it was in weightlifting, wrestling, athletic stadium, hockey match, there were so many Indians together watching. And they were cheering, जीतेगा तो जीतेगा, इंडिया ही जीतेगा. तो वहां किसी ने ये नहीं देखा कि हरमनप्रीत किस जात के हैं या किस मजहब के हैं, या श्रीजी किस जात के हैं, किस मजहब के हैं. Nothing. Our cheering crowd may be all people were together, irrespective of even class. There were so many, people who are super rich. They were also sitting in the gallery, and many other spectators, not so rich, but they are capable enough to afford for a ticket. They were also there. Even students from India who are studying there, they were also there. All were hugging each other, clapping, and they were giving high fives to each other. Nobody were asking कि तुम कहाँ के हो, तुम कौन हो, क्या है, तुम्हारा टाइटल क्या है, कुछ नहीं boss. Sports is the only arena where you forget every nonsense, and your aim is to win, right? So sports
Or just to enjoy. Or just to
enjoy. Correct. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Just to enjoy. I would rather say, for me, sports is meditation. What is meditation? If you forget the time and space, that is what meditation. If, for example, if you're working with passion in something, and suddenly you realize, "Arey, 2 घंटा चला गया." So you didn't even realize 2 hours have gone and you are involved in some work. That is meditation. And sports में यही है, कब हाफ टाइम हो जाता पता ही नहीं चलता, खत्म हो जाता है, कब फुल टाइम हो जाता पता ही नहीं चलता है. That is meditation, because your entire concentration is there. So sports is meditation. It not only unites person to person, it unites your body, spirit and soul. Body, mind and soul. तुम्हारा यूनियन भी स्पोर्ट्स ही कर सकता है, ये मुझे मानना है.
Absolutely. Like sir rightly said, when you are really passionate about something, you have no clue how time passes. Just like we are about to cross an hour. और मुझे तो पता नहीं लगा कि मुझे तो पता नहीं लगा कि 1 घंटा होने वाला है. No, definitely not, sir. I was going to say that, it is my responsibility to limit this conversation as well, because I know how passionate you are about this subject. And again, the thing is, you also have a larger duty of looking at the security of a state, like you mentioned at the start of the conversation, that you are a police first and sports is a passion. So without taking any more time from you, I mean, sir, thank you so much. I had multiple takeaways from today's conversation, and I don't know where to start and where to stop, because the words of wisdom that you sort of shared and the type of in-depth insights that you shared with us, I think the state of Bihar and India at large is in capable hands, and we are in the cusp of sporting revolution in the country. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I should finish this by saying this. See, unless and until government backs up any officer individually can't deliver anything.
Absolutely.
My government is totally in support of whatever I do for sports. That is why I'm able to deliver. And second thing, this I have to insist. Here in Bihar, I am ensuring that as a sports administrator, I am working in collaboration with the associations and with the federations. That is also an integral part of sports development. You can't avoid the associations and the federations. So, दोनों मिल के हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, तभी ये result. The government, the sports administrators, and the federations and the associations, we all are together. That is why Bihar is developing.
And for us, that is the only way forward, that each stakeholder of the pyramid comes together and rejoices the sporting development of the country. And we can see that is happening, and we can see it in terms of results or the sporting performance. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to the Bihar government for taking up so many initiatives. And I hope that, I come soon to you, meet you, and, go through the facilities once again, because Rajgir is something I am very curious to see very soon.
Most welcome. And for your final question, our sports slogan itself will answer for your final question. हमारा slogan, sports slogan, दिल से खेलो, मिल के जीतो. So
fantastic.
So play with your heart and play united. दिल से खेलो, मिल के जीतो.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. I hope to host you very soon again.
Thanks, Eternal. Thanks, Atul.
Thank you.
Thank you.